Got some birthdays coming up, okay. Do I only... No, we have 3, okay. Only 2 teaching periods, but 3 free periods. Black Magic Tournament? Theoretically, Dorothea should be able to win that, but Silver Shield isn't a great reward, honestly, because of how weighty it is. But if it's on someone who's already slow, like maybe Ferdinand, it could be worthwhile, potentially. Yeah, I think we just do our usual explore to start here. And see what we can get going on. Explore, at least one of these days are going to be battle, if not both of them. But I think the next month, there's no month that doesn't give you at least 2 days, but I think we'll probably get 3 again next month, maybe 4. Yeah, we'll see. Is there a shiny thing here? Give me that. We need to get all of the students that are not yet recruited to B rank support with us at this point. Oh, we have some other supports to do. Okay, interesting. I want to look at Byleth. We need to get Leonie to B. Lysithea still hasn't asked to join. We got to get Lawrence to B because I want whatchamacallit. I'm gonna wait a little bit on getting Lawrence to B because I want other characters that are a B to ask to join first. We still need Ash and Mercedes to ask. Annette hasn't gotten to B, and Sylvain isn't at B yet. I might need to try to find out if I can hit the requirements for any of them with them being at B. We should just go ask the people that are already at B, like, hey, can I recruit you? And then we might already be good enough, or they might be like, you need this specifically. The thing is we should have the stat requirements for all of them, because Byleth's stats are good in everything at this point, I think, because he's like almost level 20. Yeah, our lowest stat is resistance at 10. And I don't think anyone requires more than 10 in a stat if they're at rank B. So it's just a matter of what they need for the skills. Yeah, because we're awful in everything that isn't sword and authority. But we could try to fix that, potentially. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, Greenhouse Keeper. I would like to harvest. What are we at on? We're almost at B+. We should be able to hit B+ very easily this month. Cultivate. So because we're so close to B+, we can probably afford to... Does this take me to Abyss? It's Dormitory. We can probably afford to do an explore where we focus more on getting our stats up. So we might do 2 explores this month and then 1 battle, because we only have, I think B+, I can't remember if B+ gives us the 3rd adjutant or if it gives us the 3rd battle option. I don't recall.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon and she hadn't even put on any makeup. I was trying to help her out.
Oh, poor Ingrid.
Oh,
what do you need?
You want me to join your class? Well, I'm already having so much...
Yeah, so much fun in your current class. Magic and bow. I should have the magic, but we don't have the bow. The thing is I really want another random student or 2 to join us before I try to actually up a stat to, like, force someone. It'd be so much easier if we only had, like, 2 more people to recruit, and I'd be like, okay, I can probably force these 2.
You know, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solon's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean. Sorry, I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now.
No one tell Linhart that his body is largely comprised of blood. I think he might lose it.
Sounds like the church has been taking in orphans from Vermeer Village. They do a good thing every once in a while, I guess. I just hope none of those kids get locked away for stepping out of line.
That would be less than ideal. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, I'm pretty much just looking around and talking to everyone. and we'll pick up quests as we come across them. And then this explore, we probably focus on meals to get support points with people that we aren't B ranked with yet.
Pardon me.
And then next explore, I might try and up some of Byleth's stats. I'm not sure. It might be better to save that for the following month.
The ball really brings back memories. Had some wild times back when I was first enrolled here. Ladies used to line up around the block for a chance to dance with the debonair, king of grappling.
I'm sure they did, Balthus. I'm sure they did. What a guy. Who the heck are you? Sylvain!
Great work in Remire Village, Professor. Who would have ever guessed it was Tomas? But no. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts.
All right, not much there. Ingrid.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier. She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out.
Poor Ingrid.
This is
Aw.
most upsetting.
What could I possibly do at a formal ball? I've no status, and I'm not much of a dancer. I think it would be best if I stayed put in Abyss, far from view of anyone.
Wait, I just
Aw,
realized you're not in
Constance.
Abyss right now. What'd you say?
I said, aw, Constance.
What is she
Also,
doing
yeah,
out of
she's
Abyss?
not in Abyss anymore.
Who let her out of her cage?
I can't believe
Who
this.
let the Constance out?
So angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this.
You go get him, buddy.
You got this.
It cannot be true that our siblings in arms could turn against us so. However, I will continue investigating members of the church. To think that even someone as senior as Tomas would fall under suspicion. I know not how far to take my search.
Jet.
Even the knights.
Unlike the monks, the Knights of Seros are Lady Rhea's direct subordinates. Some are in quite unique circumstances, but I cannot think any of them would betray us.
What's
I
this
have
quest?
a request.
Find a book on wood carving techniques and give it to Gilbert, a student who came to Fódlan from the west. Might have what you're looking for. Petra? Maybe?
I guess.
Raphael, I don't care about you. I have so many people to talk to. I can't afford to waste time in my day on you. I'll talk to Claude, though.
Someone entered the old chapel. I think the townsfolk used it for feasts and such in the past. With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
Bum, bum, ba-na-na. Mine. Hello, Annette.
So, Tomas the librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice. Oh, come on, Self. You're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month.
Do I have any of your lost items? Because you're still not even C rank yet. You're the one who's furthest behind, I believe. None of these
Yeah.
are blue lions. Oh. Someone who's afraid of
A
ghosts?
lost item.
Not you. Who's afraid of ghosts that isn't Lysithia? In the blue lions? Is it Ash?
Maybe.
Those about plants? I think that's to do. I don't have very many lost items for the blue lions. Who's this? Hubert.
Another month full of chaos.
Hi.
I've barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk? And what makes Flame so special? Does that not bother you?
Ba-na-ba-na. Hey. Give.
Right.
That blue marker way over there is the proper conduct tournament, which I'm still not sure if we're strong enough to do, but we have to do it before time skip, I believe. Ba-na-ba, Leonie.
I'm glad the Remire Village situation got sorted out, but it's not over yet, is it? And I can't believe old Tomas turned out to be an enemy. Who can you trust anymore?
Me, myself, and I.
Hey.
Hi. Give. Big spoon, probably Raphael's.
I hope you're up for a challenge.
Look for the servant supplies that the young lady misplaced. She mentioned going to pray, so maybe near the cathedral. Oh, these are, Nouvelle is, Constance's house that doesn't exist anymore. But I think these are all, like, really strong DLC, battalions.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be very useful. Let's go up this way. Sure, we still have a couple of people to talk to. Wait, Bernadetta's in her room.
Yep, gotta go talk to Bernadetta.
A grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble and I've never even been close to one of these things.
It'll be fine, Bernadetta. Don't worry about it. Give. Let's hang a right up here and then go take a look-see down the classrooms. Probably find some people to chat with, and then we need to go up and talk to Rhea.
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting. Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late.
Fair enough.
Hi there.
Anyone hanging out in the Blue Lions room? Nope. Probably because I'm pilfering all their students. Hilda! Hilda!
It's almost time for the ball. Oh my, am I excited! This being a school, we don't have many chances to get dressy.
And you still don't because you don't have any fancy outfits!
It's true that Tomas was employed here under the recommendation of House Ordelia, but that's all I know of the topic. I never even seen him prior to enrolling here. Even when he was supposedly in Ordelia territory, I never once saw him there. I'm still feeling bothered by all of this, but there's not much else I can say about it right now.
What do you need? You probably just need reason, right?
Yes, I'm actually very busy right.
Oh, Faith. Weird. Faith wouldn't be too hard to rank up on Byleth because I think Manuela and Rhea can both teach us in Faith. And I think we might even be able to get Faith up from Hanuman as well. So I haven't done it like at all in this playthrough yet, but you see like next to Hanuman and Setus names where they have the little hourglass?
Mm-hmm.
You can spend one of your activity points to have them train you in something that they're skilled at. So that's the main way to get Byleth's skilled stuff up. You only really bother with it if you're trying to make Byleth do an unusual class other than just like swords and whatnot, because Byleth gets sword and authority just naturally very easily. So you don't really have to go out of your way. But if we want to upgrade something specific to recruit someone, that would be the way to do it, along with trying to use the sauna to buff that effect.
Before the ball, it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition. Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique. The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I hope that you and your students will choose to participate. May I ask a favor?
The White Heron Cup dance contest takes place at the beginning of Week 3. Select a student to represent your house by the end of Week 2. Your selected student may learn a unique way to inspire their allies in combat. Alright, so there is a unique class called Dancer, which is a long-term Fire Emblem thing. I don't know how long, like how many Fire Emblem games it's been in. I know it's at least in Awakening, which was like 2 games before this one. But a Dancer is basically a unit that typically uses swords, is not good at fighting, but they are really good at dodging, and they have an action called Dance, where if a unit has already like taken their turn, the Dancer can dance for them if they're side by side, and then that unit gets to like take another turn. So they basically like you get to use a unit twice in one turn.
Cool.
So it's very strong. people who are like really good at Fire Emblem abuse it incredibly. I've never really used it before all that much, but in 3 houses, anyone can become the dancer that is a student. I don't think you can make like Shamir the dancer or like any of the adult characters. But we get to pick a student basically to do the competition, and if they win, which I know how to basically make it a guarantee that they'll win, then you can make them the dancing unit for your game.
Cool.
So I already have an idea of someone who I think is really good for that role, unless there's someone you would really rather do it.
I mean, whoever's good for it is fine. I don't really have any specific thoughts of who would be the best for it.
Well, there might just be a character that you want to dance. They do also get a cool outfit.
Oh, they do.
Right.
Here's the servant supplies. What do we have here?
I'll think about it.
This is Constance. I could say I have no concerns, but of course I would be lying. My ambitions are endless. Soon I shall bind the very firmament to my will. The clouds will obey my commands. It's probably this. Just encourage her.
Yeah, go encourage her.
Wow, really? I don't know Constance that well. Cyril, I don't care. I'm just gonna click the very first thing. Hilda! Hilda!
Hilda!
Supposed to write a letter to my brother to let him know how I'm doing, but there's nothing that I want to write about, and on top of that, it's just too much work. I don't know what Hilda would want to hear here.
Just tell him you're doing fine and leave it at that. I don't know. Or be honest and tell him you have nothing to say.
I think it's that or talk about her friends. She would want to avoid confrontation with Holst. I'm going with telling about friends. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Hilda! 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 Let me go back here and turn this in, because it should give us some renown, probably, and then we're going to look at the statues. Hello.
Impressive. Nice work.
All right, we don't get renown for this one. We just get the battalions, but the battalions are great, so that's good. We'll need to put those on some people. Send me back up here.
Really?
Yes, really.
A ball? I don't think I'll partake. There's a dance contest as well? I see. I'll cheer for our class, of course. So, who will represent our house in the contest?
Should I choose Marianne? So this is my pick.
I think that makes sense.
We have a lot of mages already, so turning a mage into a dancer is beneficial. And Marianne, post-time skip, gets a hero's relic, and the hero's relic is a sword. So the dancer classes use swords, so it goes with her hero's relic.
Oh, that works for me. That makes sense to me.
I see. Well, I'm sorry. Oh, what did you say?
Oh, poor Marianne.
Did you need something, Professor? I suppose I should practice, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we want to practice here because it'll up her charm, and she has to have so much charm to win. Look at her go. Channeling Haru's ballet skills. Oh wait, I have to press A to end this. I thought it... Hey, charm is increased by 5.
No. That's no good. I can't seem to get a feel for it.
Just keep practicing.
Let me look at her... charm. Yeah, she's already at 20 charm. I think you have to have like 13 to like guarantee winning it, so... Easy peasy. Ew, flame.